I'm Jon Snow. I'm a journalist, and I'm here looking at this incredible watercolour exhibition at Tate Britain. I'm first drawn to watercolour by purely practical considerations, its portability. But in truth, what I also like about it is its utter unpredictability. Once you're in a watercolour, you think of absolutely nothing else. I was on Desert Island Discs the other day, and they asked me for my luxury, and inevitably it was an endless quantity of paper and a lovely set of watercolours. Well, I'm immediately drawn to this Edward Burrough piece, Valley and River, Northumberland, because of its scale. And I think the real beauty of watercolour is when you see it playing on the fabric, on the paper. I mean, I'm particularly drawn to this area up here because none of us, not even Edward Burrough, I presume, will know precisely what is going to happen. And yet what has happened reflects reality. And it's an incredible marriage, but it's a risky, dangerous medium, and I think you really see it. Wonderful clouds, very, very, very spare. He's not gone to town on the sky, and yet, as a result, it's absolutely beautiful. You know, if you stand back, God, it's heaven. This is a really, really beautiful piece. Sibelius. Looking at this from a distance, you'd say, this is not watercolour. It can't be. This must be oil. It's so intense. But at the moment you get up to it, you realise this man has quite literally gone mad with watercolour. Look at these hands. Look at the fingers. The precision is absolutely extraordinary. Amazing. It's a technically probably one of the most brilliant deployments of watercolour I've ever seen. You know, look at these buttocks. I mean, rather like his green valley that we looked at just now, he's got this extraordinary texture. God, he's made this work for him. He really has. And the light and shade is incredible. I mean, these pieces, really very remarkable. But that's not to say I like it. I like what he's done with the medium, but I find it a very disturbing picture, very disturbing. You don't really think of watercolour as an acutely precise medium, and yet coming around this exhibition, having seen the kind of scientific and the flowers and the rest, you realise it is the medium of the precise. Well, in many ways, this is one of the most unusual pieces in the entire exhibition. It's very Anish Kapoor, not least for the intensity of the red, which of course is really what this is all about. But I think anybody who knows Anish Kapoor's work knows that he's unbelievably interested in the void in this part here. And as with his sculpture, he's produced a situation in which this could go right through the back of this wall. Considering it's the black that's underneath and the red that's on top, the effect that he's got here is of black on top and red underneath. And I mean, that's magic. That is absolute magic. What's interesting is that a man who is a sculptor turns out actually to be the most wonderful painter. This is a glorious piece of work. I kind of regard this as the climactic moment in the entire exhibition, because here we are in the final moments. You've got Howard Hodgkin still living, still painting, and you've got this. This is Turner, and Turner holding his own in the 21st century. I mean, this is the most adventurous, the most expressive, the most dangerous watercolour work in the whole show. Dangerous in the sense that he's a hair's breadth from failure and is completely successful. And this, the complete intensity. This one of the wreck is just incredible. There's no blue in it at all, and yet it's at sea, unmistakably. And that's what's so true about painting the sea. Very often there is no blue to be seen. I wonder if Turner ever had to tear anything up. You really wonder, looking at this, everything he ever did just happened for him and worked, just hitting it time and time again, all the way down to the far end here, storm clouds beginning, and this heavenly piece, boats at sea. I mean, it's just a and that's it. I'm amazed he bothers to even title them, to be honest. What's the point of sea and sky? That's obvious. Lovely.